Hello everyone. So today I just want to talk a little bit on physical condition and why you may have a particular physical illnesses or diseases in your body. And so just to begin with, it is important to understand that our physical condition, our physical disease does not start with the physical itself. It starts from the within, it starts with our spirit, it starts with our internal issues going on, some kind of blockages. It can be outside energy, it can be your own energy. There are multiple possibilities, and we're going to go through those just in a minute. So basically, your physical condition is like an alarm. It's a last notification for you to finally have a look and see what is it that's going inside, on the inside of your body, your soul, on your energy level. So let me just briefly tell you what can be one of the reasons. At least those are the reasons that I faced on my hypnotherapy sessions with my clients. So first of all, I think one of the most common reasons is having a trapped emotion. And I'm sure some of you probably aware of this situation when you have a trapped emotion or trapped feeling. So basically, trapped emotion is that lower negative dense emotion. It can be shame, guilt, disappointment, grief, sorrow, anger, hate, unforgiveness, anything, any kind of negative feeling, negative emotion can get basically trapped. Why? Because we are, as human beings, having an emotion also gives us extra responsibility for releasing those emotions and not holding on to them. However, we tend to hold on to particular life events or to particular people and how they made us feel. So because our spirit is pure, it cannot contain any negative feeling, so it just withdraws it into the physical so that you will see it, you will notice it, and you will deal with it. And ideally, our energy is supposed to run freely through the crown to the soles of our feet, up and down, creating that flow of energy. But when there is a block, that flow in some part of our body is basically being stuck, and that affects our physical condition, and it gets worse and worse, and then you just end up with extreme pain on your shoulder, or in your head, or in your stomach area, anywhere in the body. So during the hypnotherapy sessions, it is possible to have a look what was happening at that particular moment of your life that made you to hold on to that emotion. What emotion was that? What was happening? What kind of life situation? Or how did people treat you? Or how did you treat people? Or how did you treat yourself, actually? That led you to conceal that emotion within your energy field and within your physical body. And it is possible to release it for you once it is understood and viewed. So that's all about trapped emotions. Now, when it comes to past life, and I think that's not a surprise, we can carry past life issues into our current life. And I have had clients who come to me with particular health issues, with particular organ, let's say for example liver, and when we go to past life, we actually find out that that person passed away due to, let's say, liver cancer, but she could not understand why. She felt disappointment, she couldn't accept it, so she passed away in that kind of disappointment state, not even understanding why that had happened to her, and she carried on that liver disease into the present life. So once it is viewed, once it is understood, also after connecting with the higher guidance and understanding what is it that my client needs to do in order to release that disease, we can either release it completely during the session itself, or we can send some healing so that it will trigger that process of healing and releasing all that experience from the current lifetime. And another reason for having physical disease, and actually that's also not just physical but also emotional and mental, is having attachments. And I think that's pretty common one. So there are multiple types of attachments. I'm not even sure that we are aware of all of those. So let me just tell you some of those. So one type is Earthbound Spirit. So basically it is a soul that had a physical body, but due to tragic circumstances of their death, or dying with very strong, intense emotions, or some people die in seconds in a very young age and they don't even understand that they died. So there are multiple reasons why souls do not cross over as they supposed to. So they get stuck in this earth realm where we live. They don't cross over, they don't pass through all the dimensions to where they belong. They get stuck on our earth dimension and they just are roaming around, even though we cannot see them physically, but they are here. And that's why we have these ghosts. They're not ghosts, they're just poor souls that died in a very tragic environment or in very intense with very intense emotions, and they just need help. So there is nothing to hate about them. We have to respect them, understand, have compassion. So when you feel, for example, you feel anger, and at that moment, if you don't protect your energy field, there may be an earthbound spirit nearby who also passed away having intense anger. So you both resonate on the same emotion, basically on the same frequency, because everything is frequency and sound. So you resonate on the same frequency, anger. And that allows that earthbound spirit to attach to you. And then it can cause physical issues, or it can also cause so-called, I feel like it's not my anger, or I get sad out of nowhere. So this kind of emotions, when you feel like it's not really you, there is a risk, there is a possibility it is an earthbound spirit just projecting their own life experience that they had before, maybe even centuries ago, into your energy field. That's why you sense, that's why it triggers you. During the session, we release those spirits, we transition them into the light where they're supposed to be, and we heal that area of your body. So another type of attachment is so-called dark force entities, or darker ones, or demonic entities. There are thousands of names. What is important to understand is that, number one, everything in this world comes from the light. Even those darker ones, in the core of their being, they are light. But they've been on a wrong path for so long, for millennia, that they just don't even remember that they are light. And most of these beings are actually very exhausted because they are also under that hierarchy. They have the master, they have someone above them who tells them what to do, who they are basically like a middleman. They come to you, they suck your energy, they feed off your energy. Most of them are found in energy centers on your chakras, especially on the solar plexus. Or if you're a psychic or medium or intuitive, they can be on the third eye, on the crown, on the throat. That's very common areas. And basically they feed off your energy, and that all that energy that they take from you, they transport it back to their masters. So they are also very fed up with this kind of life. Not all of them, but some of them. And there are cases when we are able to actually convince these darker energies that they are light. We show them, they allow us to show them that they are light within, and then we're able to basically transmute them back into the light. There are other entities that just very much aggressive and do not want even to speak. So in this case, we just call Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael easily, gently detaches them from your energy and from your physical body, transmutes it back into the light, and we fill in that area with a healing light. And that's it. And that's it. So there is no reason to fear these entities, because when you come for hypnotherapy sessions, they are already in you. So if you come for hypnotherapy session, why not just release them, right? Most people are scary to find these entities. Well, if we find them, that means they're already inside of you. Why not just release them? So there is nothing to be scary about. There is nothing to be afraid of. It is a very easy process in terms of releasing it, because everything is energy. And it is also very important to remember that these darker beings, they will never dare to go in front the light. Once there is a light, they become speechless, they disappear, they hide, they don't want to interfere, they don't want to interact. So there is nothing that light cannot do. So again, there is nothing to be afraid of. And another type of attachment is technology. Now, technology is mostly from ETs, because as you know, of course, we are not only one living on this vast, huge universe, and there is not just one universe. And we are a very unique planet in terms that we have such a huge spectrum of emotions. So ETs really enjoy, and they find it very useful to make research on human beings, and that's how they attach their technology to you, to monitor your behavior, monitor whatever it is that's going on in your physical body or emotional body, and that's how they collect data. Now, there are other types of technologies that are not so friendly. However, I have never seen, never heard, and never read of any case where this technology is being beneficial. So it is very useful to just release them right away. And I actually had a case where I saw this technology attached to my client's cheek, and we just released it, we just took it off and fill in that area with the healing light. So these are some of the reasons why you may have physical issues, and that's some of the reasons that we discover during my hypnotherapy sessions. We have a section with body scan. We also ask higher self, guides, and angels to check your body, to check your energy field, because there also can be, like I said, multiple types of attachments, like cords. Cords are also a very common one. So it all can be cut and released if it is for your highest good. There are sometimes some reasons or some situations where your higher self may say that no, she still has to learn. So in this case, we cannot cut that cord, or we cannot release that sickness, because you still have to understand the purpose of it. However, once it's understood, it will be cut just like that automatically for you, or we can cut it in the next hypnotherapy sessions with you. However, I must tell you in advance that if you are having a severe physical condition, please do not seek hypnotherapy practitioner at the first place. Go to hospital, get the urgent, necessarily life-saving medications or treatment that will allow you to sustain your life, sustain your physical body, and then hypnotherapy can be additional insight on what is happening, not just on the physical, but on the soul and energetic level. So thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, you can leave any comments you wish. You can start any kind of communication. I would love to read your comments and answer your questions if you have any. Have a wonderful day.